Hello students, this poem titled After Apple Picking is written by Robert Frost. This video is made for 6th semester students. In the Osmania University General English textbook, you can find this poem After Apple Picking. So it is written by one of the famous American poets, Robert Frost. So he is very much known for his realistic depictions of life. You might have read his other poems, The Road Not Taken, Stopping by Woods on a Snowy Evening. Another poem to cite is Mending Wall. So all these are short, very interesting poems. He has won 4 Pulitzer Prizes for poetry. So he is one of the most honored poets in American history. He has written his poems during the 20th century. His poetry is widely read even today, and it is analyzed for its deep themes and symbolism. It has its enduring relevance, and you find that the themes of his poems are very much pertinent to the present day society. So summarizing this particular poem, that is After Apple Picking, you find that the main theme of the poem is a day's labor and approaching sleep when you take it at a literary sense, but when you take it from a metaphorical sense, you find that the main theme of the poem is exhaustion, tiredness, and also transition from physical labor to a dreamlike state. So overwork is not good for you. So the theme is weariness and exhaustion. You can find physical tiredness, physical fatigue, and also in a symbolic level you have this feeling of not achieving your desires. So it also causes a source of strain in you. So coming to the summary of this poem, this is a contemplative poem in which the poet is thinking. He explores the themes of tiredness or exhaustion. He has some dreams, and this poem transitions between wakefulness and sleep. So it is also symbolizing deeper reflections of life and also mortality. It is written in first person narrative, where the speaker, an apple picker, reflects on his one day labor and the overwhelming tiredness that follows after the work. So when you are too tired, you can't do anything. You have in mind, you have dreams, you have things to be accomplished, but then you don't have energy to do anything. The poem begins with the speaker standing by his ladder, which points towards heaven. So this is suggesting literal meaning and also metaphorical meaning. He describes his tiredness after a long day of harvesting apples, and with winter approaching, he recalls noticing the thin sheet of ice forming on the water trough, which he briefly looked through before it broke. So winter is approaching, so now he has to work before winter. So he is feeling very tired and he is not able to put his work. Yes. As the poem progresses, the speaker becomes increasingly preoccupied with sleep because he is very much exhausted, very tired. He acknowledges that his exhaustion is not merely physical but deeply ingrained in his senses. He is too tired that his physical tiredness has gone to a subconscious level. He is mentally also tired. He can't think about work. He can't think about continuously doing work. He is haunted by the repetitive motion of apple picking. Even in his sleep, he anticipates seeing apple falling and feeling the sensation of lifting them. So it has he is so much engrossed in the act of apple picking, and even in his dream he is seeing the action of picking apples. So this imagery suggests a state of fatigue that extends beyond the physical realm into his subconscious mind. So have you experienced this kind of thing? You have exam, you have studied a lot, and still you have lot of topics to cover. So even in your dream you will be seeing the situation of your exam and some problem related to that. So the same thing is happening with this apple picker. He is continuously picking apple and he is too tired, but even in his dream he is witnessing the same action. There is also a reflection on unfinished task as the speaker notes that some apples remain unpicked. Still there are many apples to be picked, but he doesn't have energy to do that. He no longer has the energy or will to gather them, suggesting a sense of resignation. The apples that fall are deemed worthless. They symbolize lost opportunities or inevitable failures in life. He knows that opportunity exists, but he should have some energy to grab the opportunity. So he is completely tired due to his routine work and he is not able to go grab the opportunity. The poem subtly implies that the speaker is not just preparing for rest, but perhaps contemplating the end of his life's journey. He has become so tired that tired to death. So towards the conclusion, Frost introduces a contrast between the speaker's sleep and the sleep of a woodchuck. The woodchuck goes for hibernation. For a certain period of time it works and the other time it hibernates. It sleeps continuously. And so that is how some animals behave. So this comparison raises the question of whether the speaker's sleep will be a temporary one, or it is a restorative rest, or is it an eternal sleep to death. After apple picking, it has so many rich symbols used in it, symbolism, and it explores the universal human experiences of work, ambition, fatigue and mortality. So these symbols are associative to every human being who is toiling, who is doing hard work. So this poem has received many critical receptions and also interpretations. So critics have given contrasting views regarding this poem, the theme of the poem, and quotations have been cited from this poem by many literary critics and scholars.